Hi everyone, this is Dr. Kathy Dooley. I'm here with one of the ID teaching team members. This is the amazing Karin Ravalese. Karin, tell them about yourself.
Hi, I take Taekwondo. Actually, I'm a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo, so...
So don't meet her in a dark alley and mess with her and try to steal her wallet. No, I'm just kidding. She's an incredible human mover, and she described to me something that I think that we work on in ID a lot, in ID 2, lower extremity concepts, and I wanted to share with you guys something really important on how we can use authentic human movements, like pieces of the getup, and actually train people for things like Taekwondo, like kicking. Karin, can you show them a sidekick? A sidekick.
Oh, regular sidekick?
Yeah, like a Taekwondo sidekick. Yeah, and just freeze. Okay, and then execute. Good. And so Karin is quite good at this. She's a 4th degree black belt. But Karin, you described to me a particular discrepancy that you found in the sidekick, that you would do trunk rotation. Can you demonstrate that?
Too much trunk rotation or too much shoulder rotation.
So when you trunk rotated, you found yourself kind of dumping down and then having to override that with the kick, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And your goal was to keep everything kind of lined, ribs in line with ASIS, and then be able to execute the kick, yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. So there's actually a drill to help kickers with that. And Karin said, well, I wonder if I can, work on this in the get up. So can you go into a windmill position where you're like this, right? So
right here?
the other side, Karin. Oh, yeah. So Karin is now in what we call the windmill position of the get up. So in the Czech get up or the Turkish get up, we get into a position where we're in this tripod of stability where we have she's externally rotated, but she's going to be building an internally rotating moment arm. She's externally rotated and keeping her externally rotated moment arm in the femur. And then the ribs stay stitched towards the hips, right? She's actually in slight radial deviation and she's opening up her chest and she's looking with her eyes, and normally she would have a kettlebell right here. Right? So Karin, I'm just going to try to pull up and you don't let me, right? So Karin can look with her eyes without rotating her entire head, because if she rotates her entire head, she might follow with her trunk or pelvis, right? So she can actually just slightly rotate the head and then look with her eyes at the kettlebell, right? Just like she would look at her eyes at an opponent if she was kicking. Now Karin, if you bring that arm down just for a second, like you're getting ready to do a kick, Karin should ideally be able to lift up her right leg and be able to do a side kick from this position. And so this is a great way to train someone who has trouble with trunk rotation in their side kick. And bring the leg back down again. So whether you decide to load statically here in the getup, or you put the hand down and have them be able to stabilize the trunk by moving into this position. Karin, just open up your palm. Good. And she's going to keep her ribs stitched towards her hips, right? She's not going to excessively rotate the neck. She's going to look with her eyes to where she's kicking, and then she's going to gently start to pick up the leg, try to stay stable, right? And that's going to translate into now coming into a stand position, Karin, and go into your kick. Just come into a standing position and go into your kick. Yeah. You can see how, the other side. Yeah. So you can see how that translates. And if Karin stays there, that me coming into this position and training someone to do that is very similar to what Karin is doing right now in her side kick. So if you're working with martial arts people, it can be very valuable to be able to train someone to keep ribs stitched to hips, to be able to train the eye movement to not let the neck crank, and to be able to train trunk stability to be able to allow for the kick to be executed. And Karin's been working on that and noticing her side kick's improving, right?
Yes.
So you're going to become even more lethal. Karin is this incredible person that's training for her CSCS, but you basically don't work in the fitness industry. But you've been training Taekwondo for 20 years? Yes. Wow. So we're really lucky to have her in ID, and she brings out all these amazing points. If you want to meet Karin or meet myself, you can come to an ID course. If you come to ID 2, you'll learn pieces of the getup, and we really are passionate about having to train anatomy of human movement and what's actually happening to help you with your clients and even with yourself. So thanks, Karin, for showing us how to keep the trunk more stable in a side position called the half windmill or the windmill position of the getup, and how that might translate into Taekwondo. And hopefully Karin will have more and more ideas to share with us. And again, don't meet her in a back alley. Thanks, Karin. Hopefully we'll see you at ID soon.